What do vegetables have to do with my heart? That's what my patients often ask me. They say, "Doctor, I eat so many vegetables. So why am I so sick?" And every time, I cautiously ask, "What kind of vegetables do you eat?" I'm often shocked by the answers. So many people are harming their bodies by blindly following health fads. A little while ago, a 65-year-old patient, Mr. Peterson, came to see me. He told me he'd been blending and drinking a vegetable juice from a TV health show every day. After just 3 months, he came to my office with heart problems, swollen legs, and shortness of breath. The test results were serious. The vegetables he was drinking were the problem. Not all vegetables are created equal. This is especially true after you turn 60. Today, I'm going to tell you the truth, based on my 30 years of experience. Some vegetables protect your heart, while others threaten it. If you watch this video to the end, you'll know for sure. You'll know which vegetables to eat and which to avoid. That single choice can change the rest of your life. Please leave a comment with your age and the vegetables you eat most often. For example, 65, spinach. I will read every one, and if needed, I'll give you personalized advice. If this video is helpful, please share it with your parents and friends. This information could save someone's life. Before we start, you need to understand one thing. Why is 60 the cutoff? Around age 60, your body fundamentally changes. It's not just your appearance. Your internal organs undergo a fundamental transformation. Your heart's pumping function weakens. Your blood vessels lose elasticity and become stiff. And your kidneys are a major issue. The kidneys are your body's filters. And as their function declines, their ability to regulate minerals like potassium and sodium weakens. When you were young, your kidneys would excrete excess potassium. But now, it builds up. Accumulated potassium attacks your heart. You also take medications for blood pressure, diabetes, and heart conditions. These drugs can react with the nutrients in vegetables in unexpected ways. It could be good, or it could be bad. We have to consider all of this. Now, let me tell you the exact truth. Good for the heart: 3 best vegetables. First, I'll tell you about the 3 best vegetables that will protect the hearts of seniors over 60. The first is spinach. Don't underestimate spinach. Not many people know how good spinach is for the heart. The key to spinach is nitrate. When this nitrate enters your body, magic happens. It's converted into nitric oxide, which widens your blood vessels. When your blood vessels widen, your blood pressure naturally goes down without medication. Research shows that if you're over 60 and eat spinach every day, your systolic blood pressure can drop by an average of 5 to 10 millimeters of mercury. Do you know what a huge difference that is? It significantly lowers the risk of myocardial infarction. Spinach is also rich in magnesium, which is essential for stabilizing your heart rhythm. Do you ever feel your heart racing or beating irregularly? Eat spinach. I have a patient in his 70s who suffered from arrhythmia after he started eating spinach in his soybean paste stew every day. His symptoms almost completely disappeared in 3 months. Spinach also contains lutein, zeaxanthin, and folate. These substances fight blood vessel inflammation and lower homocysteine, which damages blood vessels. One tip: it's best to eat spinach lightly blanched. Raw spinach contains oxalates, which can block calcium absorption. Steaming it or mixing it with sesame oil is perfect, and it tastes great. The second best vegetable is broccoli. I know many people don't like broccoli, but you have to eat it for the sake of your heart. Broccoli's power comes from sulforaphane. This compound protects the inner lining of your blood vessels. When your blood vessels are strong, you don't get arteriosclerosis. I have a patient, Mrs. Davis, aged 78. She had 2 stents put in for a myocardial infarction 6 years ago. Since then, she's eaten broccoli every day. Her recent checkup showed that her blood vessels were surprisingly clean. It even amazed me, her doctor. Broccoli is also high in vitamin K, which is important because it stops calcium from building up in your blood vessels. As we age, our blood vessels often become calcified, and vitamin K prevents this. The fiber is also effective at lowering bad cholesterol. When cooking broccoli, be careful not to boil it for too long. Just a quick blanch for 3 to 4 minutes is best, as overcooking destroys important nutrients like sulforaphane. Stir-frying it with garlic and olive oil, or adding it to a soybean paste stew are also great methods. The third is the tomato. There's a debate about whether it's a vegetable or a fruit. But nutritionally, it's a vegetable and it's the best for your heart. The red color of the tomato, that's lycopene. Lycopene is one of the most powerful antioxidants. It stops bad cholesterol from building up on your blood vessel walls, effectively preventing the start of arteriosclerosis. Here's an interesting fact: cooked tomatoes are better for you. Your body absorbs much more lycopene from tomato sauce or tomato stew than from raw tomatoes. One of the reasons Mediterranean people have a low rate of heart disease is because they eat a lot of cooked tomatoes. Tomatoes also have a moderate amount of potassium, which helps excrete sodium and lower blood pressure. 1 or 2 medium-sized tomatoes a day is enough. Stir-fried eggs with tomatoes, tomato pasta, or just cherry tomatoes as a snack are all great. Just be careful with one thing. Commercial ketchup and sauces have a lot of sugar and sodium. It's best to make your own. Bad for the heart. 3 vegetables to watch out for. Now, here's the important part. The 3 vegetables you need to be careful with. The third one is truly unexpected. Many people believe it's a health food. Pay close attention to the end. Your heart's health depends on it. The first vegetable to watch out for is kale. It's a huge superfood trend right now. It's great for young people. But for those over 60, especially if you're taking warfarin or other anticoagulants, it's dangerous. Kale has a huge amount of vitamin K, several times more than spinach. The problem is that vitamin K helps blood clot, and anticoagulants are drugs that thin the blood to prevent clots. If you eat a lot of kale, your medication becomes useless. I had a patient who started drinking kale juice every day to get healthier. At his next checkup, his INR level was completely out of whack. We had to adjust his medication. Kale isn't bad on its own. It's the conflict with the medication that's the problem. If you take anticoagulants, either keep your kale intake consistent or avoid it completely. Always consult your doctor. Kale also contains a substance called goitrogen that can interfere with thyroid function. So if you have hypothyroidism, be extra careful. If you must eat it, have a small, cooked amount once or twice a week. The second vegetable to be careful with is celery. Celery is popular for dieting because it's low calorie and high in fiber. But it has a hidden trap: sodium. Most vegetables have almost no sodium, but celery is an exception. It's naturally high in sodium. A medium stalk of celery has about 30 milligrams of sodium. If you eat a lot, it adds up quickly. This is poison for people on a sodium-restricted diet for high blood pressure or heart failure. Celery juice is an even bigger problem. You use several stalks for 1 glass, so your sodium intake explodes. I had a patient who went on a celery juice diet. After just 1 month, he came in with a swollen face and soaring blood pressure. His daily sodium intake was double the recommended amount. Celery itself isn't bad. Portion control is key. A little in a salad for texture is fine. But avoid eating large amounts every day. The third vegetable to be careful with is the beet. Surprised? Beets are very famous as a health food these days. They are known for their nitrates, which lower blood pressure. That's true. The problem is potassium. Beets are loaded with potassium. A single cup of beets has 500 milligrams. This is fine for young people, but for those over 60 with declining kidney function, it's a ticking time bomb. This is especially dangerous for people on blood pressure medications like ACE inhibitors, or ARBs, or diuretics. These drugs interfere with potassium excretion. When you add beets, potassium builds up. This causes hyperkalemia, which can lead to heart arrhythmia. In severe cases, your heart can stop. The Mr. Peterson I mentioned at the beginning collapsed from hyperkalemia after drinking a daily juice of beets, spinach, and avocado. I'm not telling you to quit beets entirely. A moderate amount is fine. But drinking large amounts or juicing them every day is truly dangerous. If your creatinine levels came out high in a kidney test, you must consult your doctor before eating them. Everyone, this is the core of it. Let's summarize. Spinach, broccoli, and tomatoes are treasures for the hearts of seniors over 60. I recommend including these 3 in your daily diet. On the other hand, kale, celery, and beets are not bad vegetables. But they can be dangerous, depending on the medications you take or your health condition. The most important principles are balance and moderation. Don't eat just one thing excessively. Eat a variety of vegetables in moderate amounts. And remember to consult your doctor or a nutritionist when you start a new vegetable. or eat a specific one intensively. This is mandatory for anyone taking heart, blood pressure, or diabetes medication. These small actions will make your heart strong. I hope you live a longer, happier life with a healthy heart, alongside your loved ones. If this video was helpful, please subscribe. Also, hit like and share it with others. Thank you so much for watching.